So looking at a policy or a cluster group rather, let's go into the create security policy and just see what this looks like. So off the start, you have a couple different predefined templates that we've created. One is strict and essentially locks down everything. It prevents root containers, prevents privilege escalation, etc. And then we also have the baseline, which is a little bit more relaxed, allows a little bit more things. Um, but these are important to understand because this again is where you would start defining, for example, we'd maybe put the baseline template for our developer group, but for all of our production workloads, we'd probably put this on strict and make sure that, you know, all the things that we know are relatively insecure have been locked down and are prevented from happening.
Yeah. And this is a really low hanging fruit, easy way to get started. Configuration. So if we go back to the community survey, misconfigurations and security are top. At a customer scenario, InfoSec was in the room. They're like, hey, we're blocking privileged containers. We're blocking root level access. And it was an on-site delivery with Tanzu Labs. And the delivery lead's like, want to bet? And within 30 seconds, he had done a privilege escalation. Had they applied this security template, that would have been a non-issue.
Yep.
And so what Corey's showing now is a very just secure by default, still enabling developer innovation, but just let's cover our bases. These are all the common ways that malicious actors are exploiting clusters today. So let's just nip it out.
And this is done automatically and repeatably, right? So it just kind of does it for you in the background.
Yeah. And then if you go to the bottom there, Corey, the other thing, so we're talking about a production sense, but maybe you want to have more relaxed standards in your developer. There is an option to have a dry run. So if you have a developer or a team that's getting started in non-production, that enforcement action can be relaxed. So they could be a warn or a dry run. So you could have all the same standards in place for production, but instead of explicitly denying, it'll give them a warning and say like, hey, this you can do this here, but this is not going to fly in production.